Good morning, all. Thank you for joining us today. I am Sakshi Chauhan, working with Cloud.in as an sales executive. Welcome to the webinar AWS Serverless Revolution Transforming App Development in 2025. So, in 2025, serverless computing on AWS is no longer a trend, it is the foundation for building agile, scalable, and cost effective application. By the end of the webinar, you will discover how they leverage the power of AWS serverless services to build and deploy application faster, smarter, and more efficiently than ever before. So before starting the session, I would like to mention few points. All attendees are muted by default and cannot be unmuted during the session. We will have question and answer session at the end of the presentation. If in case you have any question in between the session, please raise an electronic hand to grab speaker's attention or ask question through the question section. For today's webinar, we have Kuldeep Sorge as a speaker. He is working with Cloud.in as a sales executive. Welcome, Kuldeep. I would request you to start the session.
Thanks, Sakshi, for the brief introduction and warm welcome and handing it over to me. Thanks. So I would want to start off with a question theme before we dive in. Going with a meaningful question, like why do some businesses innovate faster than others and why do some struggle to keep up? Now, think about this. What if your team could innovate 3x faster, scale limitlessly, and cut operational complexity, all while optimizing costs? So picture a perfect world where launching feature is instant, scaling is automatic, and infrastructure concerns disappear. So this isn't just theory, it's already happening. And the companies leading the shift, they've gone serverless. So on this note, I want to get started with today's webinar session. Hi everyone, great to have you here today. I'm Kuldeep, specialized in guiding dynamic businesses to harness the power of cloud native technologies, accelerate innovation, and drive measurable outcomes. And today I'm thrilled to walk you through how leading companies have been using serverless models to launch faster, reduce costs, and build application infrastructure that is future proof, so that they can focus on innovation and delivering value and not just infrastructure. So yeah, let's dive in. Yeah, so up next, first and foremost, I would want to give a brief overview about my company, our expertise, the strategic alliances that we have forged, and the competencies we've achieved, and our capabilities we bring in as advanced consulting partners. So Cloud.in is my company, and we've been partners of strategic. So I've been a part of strategic business development team and sales team basically. What we do at Cloud.in is we don't just migrate, as the success in the cloud isn't just about moving the workloads. It's about unlocking its full potential to drive efficiency, agility, and innovation. So what we do is we architect, optimize, manage cloud native infrastructure, and enabling businesses to scale securely and cost effectively. So as an advanced consulting partners, we specialized in supercharging cost optimization. We talk about that, catalyzing operational excellence, accelerating innovation, and driving sustainable growth through the expertise in cloud strategies. And talking about our expertise, we have deep expertise in AWS emerging technologies that ensures real results and measurable business values. So your team can focus upon what truly matters, building and innovating, and not maintaining the infrastructure. So our approach is simple. With 10 plus years of experience, maximize efficiency, minimize costs, and drive continuous cloud innovation, keeping you ahead in the ever-evolving digital landscape. So yeah, we've forged some strategic alliances. Before that, I would just wanted to give you a brief about our team. We have live team of 75 plus AWS certified professionals, collectively holding 100 plus certifications, including experts with specialty and professional accreditations. We've successfully migrated and optimized to 50 plus cloud workloads across industries, enabling businesses to unlock scalability. Today, we support 100 plus customers in their transformation journey, ensuring they maximize the value of AWS. And beyond migrations, we ensure uninterrupted operations as well, with a dedicated 24 into network operation centers and security operation centers that proactively managing performance, security, and compliances. So your infrastructure remains resilient and optimized and future ready. So yeah, as I've earlier mentioned, we are an AWS advanced consulting partners. We are also a reselling and billing partners for Google Cloud, GCP, Microsoft Azure, and Geo Cloud as well, providing multi-cloud expertise to meet diverse business needs. For some specialized use cases of security solutions, we partner with F5, Checkpoint, and Fortinet, leaders in security services, ensuring robust protection across cloud environment. So we've also forged strategic alliances with New Relic for its advanced observability capabilities, Druva, a leading enterprise grade data protection provider, VMware for its cloud infrastructure modernization, and we have Confluent as well for its real-time data streaming capabilities. So now let's talk about what sets us apart when it comes to AWS expertise in terms of competencies, partner programs, and service validations. We've achieved 3 AWS competencies, including Microsoft workload services, education services, and migration and modernization services. These just aren't just labels; they validate our deep technical expertise. Apart from that, we've been part of 4 partner programs of AWS that enables us with a direct access to exclusive tools, funding, and co-selling opportunities, so our customers get faster and cost-effective cloud transformation. In terms of service validations, we've achieved 12 plus service validations, including AWS Lambda, AWS Gateway Service Delivery, DynamoDB service deliveries, the core stack that powers modern serverless architectures. And these validations prove that our solutions consistently meet the highest technical standards basically. At the end of the day, these aren't just credentials. It represents our capability and ability to drive real and measurable business impact. Yeah, now we're moving to industrial vertical that we serve. So let's see how we can cater to the various industries across the part of the business ecosystem. So we have every industry has unique challenges and pinpoints basically, and it's all about AWS isn't one size fits all solution. So that's where we bring in our deep expertise. Let's take a look at how we drive impact across different verticals. So if you talk about healthcare and life sciences, it's all about security and compliances. They are non-negotiable. And what we do is we help organizations build securely with a compliant cloud infrastructure for their critical workloads like EHR systems, telemedicines, and diagnostics, so that they can focus upon patient care without worrying about the infrastructure. Again, we have one more, regulatory industry, which is financial services. In that, uptime, security, and compliances again are critical, and we help them build, architect high performance and regulatory compliant infrastructure. So if we see through the education industry, it is changing fast, and cloud is driving that transformation. We enable them with a scalable learning platforms, AI-driven personalizations, and secure content delivery, so making learning more accessible for them and engaging for students worldwide. So apart from that, we have media and entertainment industries. We cater for them where speed is everything. For retail and e-commerce, it's all about customer experience, and we also have hands on manufacturing and automotive industry as well. If we talk about that, one of the services from AWS, which is IoT services, is transforming the factories and help them, staying ahead in the business ecosystem. So whether it's compliance driven industries like healthcare and finance, or high speed or high demand sectors like media and retail, we ensure businesses get the most out of AWS. Yeah, so this is what we can do for industries across the ecosystems. So now talking about our service offerings, as an AWS advanced consulting partners, we specialize in end-to-end cloud consulting, ensuring businesses unlocking the full potential of AWS. Our expertise spans multiple domains, helping organizations scale securely and optimize cost. So one of the key offerings that we have is cloud consulting and advisory. What we do is here we guide businesses through their cloud journey, aligning AWS solutions with the strategic goals for efficiency, scalability, and innovation. We have application services. What we do is we modernize applications by leveraging AWS native services, ensuring performance, reliability, and cost efficiency. So we've recently achieved the competency for cloud migration and modernization. So we have one of the key offerings in migration and modernization as well, whether it's a lift and shift or whether it's a full cloud native transformation. We streamline its migrations for minimal downtime and maximum ROI. Again, we're looking at the serverless revolution, and we have a capability of serverless and infrastructure development as well. We architect and optimize serverless environments using the AWS serverless stack, ensuring agility and scalability. Or that is what matters for serverless and serverless capabilities. Again, we have some key offerings and core offerings as a part of our portfolio, which are managed services, security and compliances, GenAI and big data analytics. If we talk about managed services, we proactively monitor, optimize, and provide 24/7 operational support to ensure high availability and peak performance. In security and compliances, we help businesses meet security and compliance standards like HIPAA, PCI, and SOC2 with AWS Security Hub. We have GenAI and big data analytics workloads, optimizing AI workloads with AWS SageMaker, and analytics solutions with Redshift, Athena, and Kinesis. So from strategy to execution, we deliver tailored AWS solutions that accelerate digital transformation. So businesses can focus upon innovation. That's what holds key over here when we talk about the service offerings that we have. So this is what it's about cloud.in and the services and the strategic alliances that we have forged, and what we can do as a AWS consulting partners for the businesses or industries across ecosystem. So up next, we know now we know that what we're diving into today. Let me quickly walk you through what's on our today's agenda. So here's what we're going to cover in today's session. It is designed to be lean, strategic, and actionable. That ensures gaining clear insights and practical takeaways uh, for the businesses to drive meaningful outcomes. So we're going to start with unpacking why serverless is becoming the dominant model in 2025, the key benefits that matter to both business and technology leaders, and how industries like health, fin, and education, and many more been already achieving tangible and real outcomes with the serverless. So we are going to also take a look at how AI and serverless work together to deliver smarter apps. And again, we're going to wrap up with your migration path, value assessment, and most importantly, why now is the moment to act upon. So this is what we're going to look after in today's session. Yeah, so up next, I've already gave you a glimpse that the world is going serverless, but let's set the stage and see how it's happening actually. So over the last decade, application architecture has evolved rapidly at the breakneck speed, from monoliths to containers, and now from containers to serverless. The shift isn't just about tools; it's about how quickly businesses can move, and Why this matters is it matters because serverless isn't just about tech, it's about speed, agility, and cost efficiency. That empowers team to launch faster, scale infinitely, and avoid costly over provisioning. So in regulated sectors like fin and health, once they were cautious, but now they are leading adopters of the serverless technology, serverless models, and they are just taking the lead in shifting the serverless system, serverless technology basically, and just reason because the business case is undeniable. So that is what something which we want to look after. So up next, we are going to talk about evolution of serverless and the tipping points. So talking about evolution and tipping point, it didn't happen overnight. To be honest, between 2015 and 2020, serverless adoption was primarily developer-led strategy. So early adopters were experimenting with AWS Lambda. By 2023, the ecosystem got matured and it moved past the primary use cases. We saw advancements in terms of orchestration, in terms of event-driven integrations, in terms of observability. And now in 2025, it's a mass adoption. It's no longer an early stage. So if you're still debating if serverless fits, know this: your competitors are already running production workloads on it, and the window for first move advantage is already narrowing. So let's make sure that you're ahead in the play, not just catching up. So uh, this is how the serverless architecture or model has been evolved basically throughout the years or within the last decade. So coming up, we have serverless stack that powers the AWS model and architecture. Talking about that, serverless stack has been the powerhouse for the revolution. And didn't what AWS does is it didn't just invent Lambda. They built a full stack ecosystem that gives you end-to-end coverage. So we have got compute with Lambda. We've got real-time APIs through API Gateway. We've got seamless messaging with SQS and Event Bridge, a fast and durable storage with S3 and DynamoDB. We've got covered orchestration with step functions and observability. For observability, we have CloudWatch and X-Ray. The key is these services work invisibly behind the scenes with your developers focused purely on building value. So there are no servers, there's no patching, and there's no scaling trace either. So you just focus upon the innovation, agility, and efficiency of the business basically, which is truly matters for the businesses. So so now coming next, we will see what serverless is exactly, because we've talked about serverless as a model, but what exactly it is. Uh, uh, think of it as a business agility as a service model. The teams that adopt serverless aren't just writing codes; they're moving faster, cutting technical depths, and focusing on delivering features and not just managing the infrastructure. Takeaway could be serverless is a business agility enabler for your business. So no provisioning, no patching, it scales automatically, and you only pay for what you use. That's cost control plus agility in one package, and that's serverless simply. If you talk about, if you compare the various models of compute, we have infrastructure comparison. We have serverless versus containers versus some sort of traditional setup. So if you want to, if I would want to give a quick reality check, if you're still choosing between serverless, containers, or traditional infrastructure, this might should help basically. So serverless is the only model that offers zero infrastructure management, pay per economics, auto scaling out of the box, and deployments in minutes basically. So containers are great, of course. Containers are great, but they still need provisioning, patching, and scaling efforts basically. So this is what it creates the differentiator, and that's why 80% of the apps will be serverless by 2025 as per Gartner's prediction. And now we've already into 2025, and it's been a trend basically, and it's been already happening. So So this is all about what serverless is. Now, up next, what we're gonna look into some business and technical benefits of adopting to serverless and what it can cater to businesses. So if we talk about the businesses and real outcomes, by now we've seen the kind of impact serverless can deliver, and that that's what the real competitive edge. Now, if we talk about the technical perspective, you get auto-scaling, resilience, and built-in security and compliance right from out of the box. And put simply, this model eliminates the invisible cost of waiting on infrastructure, environments, and releases. Every second saved is a dollar earned or dollar retained, and that's why companies across industries, healthcare, fintech, retail, education, and AI-driven SaaS business models are making the shift. If you talk about the business benefits, so it's just about what I talked about, eliminating or removing the waiting time for infrastructure. So this is what the business and technical benefits that serverless can offer to businesses across industries. Yeah. So we are next going to move and head to see some real world use cases, workload fit for serverless across industries, and how the serverless technology has been powering in various use cases, real world use cases basically. So we talked about one size doesn't fit all when it comes to leveraging the AWS capabilities. So where does serverless fits best? So there's a beauty of serverless model. It's not just for startups or AI labs. It's already powering real world high volume business critical workloads across industries. If we talk about the use cases or industries, we have digital native startups and SaaS companies that's thriving on fast scaling, agility, and global reach. We have some data intensive and AI driven businesses that depends upon real time processing and high performance. Again, if you talk about regulated industries like fin and healthcare that prioritize security and compliance and real-time data management. Um, yeah, so these are some industries where this serverless workloads fits perfectly. And if you talk about common signals that triggers that you should adapt to the serverless technology is and watch for is if you're looking if the businesses are looking to reduce infrastructure cost and focus on innovation, if they're facing scalability challenges with current architecture, if they need event-driven and real-time processing, like if you talk about IoT and AML workloads and data pipelines, and if they're interested in modernization or modernizing the applications without full re-architecture. So these are some common signals to watch for when we are adopting to AWS serverless. Yeah. So again, if you talk about some the cases that we have worked upon is in healthcare. What we have done is we have worked upon or we have partnered with leading hospital that for that we have solved a critical challenge in delayed response times basically to critical patient events. So what we have done is we collaborated with the leading hospital to enhance real-time fraud detection, enabling reducing critical event response times from about 12 minutes to 3 minutes by hosting and managing real-time alert workflows and without them needing to maintain any infrastructure. So that drives 60% faster responses to critical patient events where in healthcare, trust and speed are paramount. And that is what AWS infrastructure is here to help with. Again, if you talk about fintech, it's all about real-time fraud detection, and in finance, milliseconds matter. So it's a business mission critical workload, driving instant responses to evolving threats. Every millisecond counts basically. So we have also worked within financial services, the fintech, and there's a case for us to look through what we have done with the financial services. So talking about that, we have successfully enabled a financial institution to enhance real-time risk management and security. So we've worked with a leading financial service provider to strengthen their fraud detection capabilities by implementing real-time analytics on AWS and delivered instant threat identification. So these are some industries and real world use cases and the industries that have collaborated and have delivered the tangible results for them in terms of increasing the outcomes of fraud detection attempts and reducing financial risk basically. So yeah, this is how it's the serverless technology has been powering industries across ecosystem. So what we have noticed is serverless treats across event-driven needs, data pipelines, machine learning triggers, and microservices as well. If your business has spikes, if your business has scale, or it needs real-time demands, it's already a serverless ready. So event-driven and great event-driven workloads are great for real-time and responsive apps basically. Yeah. So this is about the real-time workloads, use cases, and the scenarios where we have already worked upon. So we have up next very interesting and very fascinating topic in front of us, basically in serverless plus AI. So here's what things get exciting is AI alone is powerful, but AI combined with serverless, that's gonna be a game changer. uh, imagine this, if you have a radiology app that analyzes scenes using Bedrock in real time, or a finance app that's serves personalized investment advice on demand, or a tech platform adapting to the content mid sessions using some NLP models. So AI and serverless together, I like if I'll have to give you a real time real example. It's together like a Formula One car with a world-class pit crew. AI is going to play a role of high performance engine, and serverless ensures seamless automatic optimization, keeping everything running at a peak speed without any kind of delays. So we can say that with serverless, you can trigger AI workflows instantly, cost efficiently, and at scale without managing any machine learning infrastructure, which is very complex and very critical. The thing is, this isn't just the future; it's already happening now. So this is what can combination of serverless plus AI can do for the businesses basically, and achieve real time results. So yeah, so this is about the core part we've actually seen, but what enables the serverless success, that is core enablers of serverless success. We have it's just isn't tool, it's a business enabler. That's what we have looks as of now this time. So let's talk about the key pillars that make it work. If we talk about key pillars, we have auto scaling, resilience, security, compliance, and cost optimization. So it drives cost efficiency. If we talk about auto scaling, pay only for the execution, no idle infrastructure. We have resilience. If we talk about the resiliency, we have built-in failover, automatic retrieves, and fault tolerance by design. We have security, and for security we have zero trust architectures with IAM encryption and isolation at every layer. Then again we have compliances. For the compliances, we natively aligns with HIPAA, PCI, and SOC2 and global security standards. And again, if we talk about cost optimization, it's pay as you go model. So there's no idle infrastructure and no wastage of spend on unused or idle infrastructure. So this is what enables the serverless model to contribute to the business's success basically. Yeah. So after that we are heading to the future of app development, and where we are heading is basically the future of app development is composable and AI native. So Serverless is the only architecture that supports all of that out of the box. As your app scales globally, integrates AI, and shift to modular delivery. So serverless becomes your competitive moat basically. So this is going to be the future of app development, and it's already happening with a serverless. Yeah. So up next, we have serverless migration journey. So what the journey looks like is the migration path is simple, and it couldn't be more simpler. If you could break it down into easy and actionable steps, we have a couple of steps in the migration path. One is going to be assess. The second one is pilot step. Up next we have scale step, and we have then we move to innovation directly. First, we identify the workloads. Next, we run a focused pilot project to quickly validate the results. Then, once we have that success, we finally push the boundaries and tapping into AI basically, and provide the real-time insights to unlock new possibilities. So it's like moving from traditional assembly line to an AI-powered smart factory, faster, smarter, and that builds at scale and builds for scale. So this is what the AWS serverless migration journey or pathway look like basically for the businesses. Yeah. So up next, what we want to look after is we want to see if your team is ready for the serverless, and we want to figure that out. And how we want to do that is, let me just quickly change the slide. Yeah. So how we're gonna do that is let's make this real. So let's see which of your workloads still rely on manual steps or scheduled batches. If we talk about healthcare teams, we have diagnostic labs. Are lab results routed manually, or you're still rely on lab results routed manually? If it's the case, then you got to think about that. If you're going to adopt the serverless model, then we talk about financials teams. So we have some critical and mission critical workloads like fraud detection and payment modernization. So we talk about we figure that out in if the fraud detection happening after the fact instead of fraud detection happening once the case has happened, or instead of it happening in a real time. Okay. So these are some real-time use cases. So examples we can see, or we can look after to figure it out whether the workloads or use cases are serverless ready for your business that you've been looking after. And if we talk about education sectors, education team, so what it can power is it can provide the real-time insights powered by AI, and you're gonna see if our learning insights delivered instantly, or there's some sort of delay in providing the learning insights to the students. So these are some pointers or fronts that we want to that we want to consider when we want to figure out whether the workloads are ready for the serverless tech to adopt to being adopted or not. So in reality, if you're still managing servers manually, you're leaving speed and efficiency on the table. uh, even one answer makes you pause. That's going to be your signal. It's time to explore serverless. I think this is going to be useful for your team to reevaluate your business model, your use cases, and your workloads, and figure it out for you guys. If you are ready for the serverless, we're going to help you with a cost benefit analysis and the other things that I'm going to just take you through the next slides, which is going to be the value assessment. Yeah. Uh, so every migration or every critical step needs its assessment, and so a serverless architecture or serverless models do. So we make it easy for you to take the actions. So what we're going to covering is what we're going to offer to the businesses or industries in zero cost serverless value assessment that includes use case discovery, just rightly I've mentioned. Find the best workloads to migrate in use case discovery. That is what we are going to do. Then again, we have cost TCO, which is total cost of optimized operation, and cost benefit analysis, and cost optimization as well when we are going to migrate the workloads from the on-premise servers to the serverless, or from any other compute that you've been using to the serverless models, and mapping out with the savings. Then again, we have the migration roadmap, step-by-step transition plans for your team. So we're gonna help you throughout the value assessment of the serverless model and architecture, and without any risk, we're gonna do that in a very secure way. So no cost, no risk, just a clarity on how and where we're gonna start. All aligned to your business goals, and what's more amazing is it's eligible for AWS credits. So this isn't just a tech check, it's a business acceleration plan for your business basically. In short, if we talk about that, a zero cost assessment gives you clarity on where to start with the fast wins and minimal disruption. Yeah, so this is what we have got a value assessment model for businesses to help across from migrate from the other compute platforms to serverless compute platform. So yeah, so up next, what we're going to see, what we're going to seeing is we've already seen the value that serverless has been offering, but why is the time for why is the time for businesses to adapt to the serverless model, and why now? So which is the most important thing that they want to consider. And if you talk about that, uh, let's think about it. The answer is simple, because the market is not going to wait for you. That won't wait, and serverless is already a mainstream, and that's the reason I'm talking about why serverless now and why we need to adopt it right now. If we've already not adopted to serverless, or not onto the serverless platforms basically. So the business landscape is shifting, customer expect more, dev cycle are shrinking, and innovation must move fast. So technology is ready, talent is available, and the ROI is already proven. So every signal says act now, or we want to play catch up later. So that is what we have options basically to consider for us. So that's the reason what I've been mentioning is serverless is happening now, and we've got to adopt now, and this is the moment to act upon. So yeah, up next in a coming slide, we are cloud.in, we are advanced consulting partners of AWS, and I'm gonna just let you know quickly tell you about why partner with cloud.in as an AWS consulting partners for your to make the serverless happen, or make a wave of serverless shift. So we've got to consider a couple of things or factors to consider when you're selecting the partners for your migration path. So one thing needs to be considered is credibility. So we have that, and with the credibility achieved in what we have done and in the past for past 10 years, and what we have been doing consistently. So we bring drawn blueprints and best practices from 500 plus successful migrations that we've achieved, and while ensuring the seamless transitions across the industries. As the rightly mentioned, we have 10 plus years of cloud transformation experience. We've got that expertise of architecting, implementing, and optimizing the serverless solutions, so you get the desired scalability, security, and cost efficiency right from the day one. And then the next factor, if you could consider while you're selecting the AWS partners, is going to be if the partner is going to add value to your business in terms of business values. So yeah, we can do that as well with AWS native services, ensuring you maximize cost savings, accelerate the time to market, and achieve uptime without over provisioning and operational burdens. And of course results, yeah, our framework given approach helps clients launch a ship 2x more features per sprint, and cut operational overheads by around 40 to 50%, and unlock near instant scalability. So with automated pipelines and serverless native architectures, we're ready to unlock these advantages, and we're ready to build your business case together. Yeah, so this is what this is why you can consider cloud.in for partnering with us for your serverless adoption. Yeah, So this is all about server. We talked about serverless. We talked about the serverless technology, its shift, its adoption, its use cases, the real-time, business world case, business cases, and the case studies that Cloud.in has already worked upon and has achieved. So putting it all together, let's just have a quick recap of what we have seen throughout the slides basically. So bringing it all together, leading businesses are going serverless, and what driving is what the serverless has. Why the serverless has been driving it is because it drives the business velocity. It's providing you the launch of features faster, accelerating time to market. It offers the maximized cost efficiency in through the elimination of idle cost. So you can play only for your code that you're going to run, and then strengthening the security and compliances. The security and compliance is already enterprise grade. We have IAM, we have encryption, we have isolation, pectin. We enable effortless scalability, handling the load automatically from 10, from let's say 10 users to 10 million users. Yeah, we can handle that with the serverless infrastructure and architecture. So and it's a future proof with with the fusion of AI readiness. So seamlessly integrates with AI ML workloads and Gen AI workloads for the next Gen AI applications, next generation applications basically. So it's like having an autopilot for your innovation. Your teams build while AWS takes care of scalability, security, and resiliency. So this is the foundation of smart building, faster building with a lower risk, and how your team's gonna innovate while infrastructure scales invisibly. So now that we have almost covered the entire session, so yeah, so now what we are going to do is let's bring this back to your business, and let's engage for some question and answer sessions. Let's identify a high impact use case for your business, and will help you go through idea to prototype, and to from prototype to business impact, and how can serverless help you move faster, cut cost, and scale effortlessly. So yeah, as we are committed to helping you innovate with speed and security and efficiency. So while what we are going to do is just we are going to offering a limited number of zero cost value assessments this quarter. Includes a custom TCO view and migration acceleration program credit estimation. If you are unsure about where to start, we will pinpoint the easiest and highest value workloads you can migrate first, with AWS funding to support it. Again, we have some of our most successful clients started with a 2-week POC, proof of concept. This offers help you unlock the same starting points. So that is what we are going to offer in the next quarter. And if you talk about how this can fit into your business goals is uh, helping you innovate faster and more securely while keeping the cost lean. So that is what we are committed about. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to staying back for a few more minutes to address any questions, or to schedule a discovery session, or if you would want to, if you want us to assess you a specific use case and chart, to put forward a path. So feel free to ask anything that's on your mind. I'll be happy to address it.
Thank you, Kuldeep, for the incredible session. I hope you all are energized as I am about the transformative power of serverless on AWS, especially as we look ahead to the exciting possibilities of app development in 2025. Thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to connecting with you further and helping you unlock the full potential of serverless on AWS.
So yeah, just feel free to ask anything that's on your mind. I'll be happy to address it. Also, if you'd like us to share some additional resources, such as cost benefit analysis or tiered serverless value assessment that help you evaluate the impact of the business, or if you'd like us to schedule the session, and start building together. So just feel free for that. Thank you again. Thanks for your time, and looking forward to continuing the conversation. And have a great day to everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.